Hello, it is a full moon in Pisces today, and so it is a wonderful day to set a mugwort tincture because Pisces is a very psychic and intuitively oriented sign, and mugwort is often associated with dreaming, divination, and that all those kinds of psychic magic. So this is a bunch of mature mugwort. It is mid-September, so it's mature. It's in its flowering stage, as you can see. And I have this cute little jar I'm going to set it in. It doesn't hold quite as much as a regular full-size mason jar, but of course, if you come across an empty jar shaped like a skull that has a nicely fitting cap, for sure, you're going to do something witchy with it. Isn't it cute? And then if I set the tincture in this jar, I'll end up with about the amount of liquid that's just a little bit less than its capacity. So that should work out nicely. So you can see that there's the size of my jar. All you need is a jar, enough mugwort, some mid-range vodka, and I like to have a white rock, and I'll show you what that's used for after a bit. So let's see if I can't put this in a place where it's gonna, all right. So you'd be shocked at how much mugwort it can actually take to create a tincture. I think this might be a good amount, but we'll see. So I've already while I was out walking, I was looking at these leaves and making sure that there wasn't a lot of bugs in it. But I'm going to start kind of macerating the leaves and flowers. I'm going to use all of these parts of the mature plant. And you want to really shove them down in the bottle. You're gonna use more plant material than you might think. So you can make a mugwort tincture at any time during its growing season, but I like my friends to be mature. There can be benefits to the young, sprightly version of the plant, but I like someone who's seen some stuff, accumulated some wisdom. So as you can see, I'm really bending and folding and this up, and can you believe, it's all fitting in here, right, in this little jar. You don't want to pack it so tight. This is a funny jar though, because of its little curvatures and pockets that it has in there. I don't want it to be so packed that there's no space for the liquid. Man, it looks really pretty inside the skull face, doesn't it? Maybe that's enough. So I did have a little bit extra, which I will probably just, in order to not waste what I've picked, I'll probably dry this and then use it for burning, to cleanse with smoke or as an offering. So now that this is in here pretty nicely, the top is kind of firm. You want it to be firm but not super hard packed. Then I'm going to take my vodka and start to slowly pour it in. So you'll be able to see it filling. And of course, there's going to be a lot of air bubbles. So as you start to fill up, it's sometimes good to kind of shake it around a little bit, get some of the air bubbles out. And you want to pour until, oh, look at that. The amount of vodka left in this Well, oops, I might have done that a little bit too much. Because what I want to do now is I like to take a little rock and just put it on the top to prevent stuff from anything that seems like it might want to float out up to the surface, because whatever comes up, although I've got this liquid like pretty much up to the top, so I don't even know that that's possible. I might not even really need this rock, but if anything is in the jar and there's plant material that's sticking up above the level of the water, that stuff can get, or the level of the vodka, that stuff can get rotten. So that's all I really need to do. And I'm gonna cap that off. And then we just want to label it as being set today so that you don't forget. And then this is going to, I'm gonna let this sit for about 6 weeks, which is really cool because that means it's gonna be ready right around Hallowmas. Okay, and this is the setting of the mugwort tincture on this full barley moon.